Force be with us. We've got stormtroopers to deal with.
Enemies incoming!
What up, people? And welcome to another exciting edition of Bowling for Stormtroopers. No, Battlefront. Talking Battlefront. This is Lucky. What up, people? And we are going to be chit-chatting about DLC and all the gossip. There's some gossip and some juicy rumors out there about the DLC. And there's official announcements. So we're going to talk about the official announcements, about the free content. Love fucking free stuff. Everybody should. Although some would argue that maybe this free stuff should have been included in the original $60. I actually heard that argument that this new free content should have been included for the original $60 price. Well, guess what? If it's free, it actually is included. But that being said, I think their point being that perhaps the game should have had more content, particularly big maps. And the good news is new big free maps are coming. So let's get down to it. First off, this footage right here are two different games of Blast I played. Started a little slow and picked up into some nice juicy Blast action on Tatooine and Sullust. And these are two planets that are going to be featured in the first expansion pass, but we'll get into the expansion pass details very shortly. But this is this footage. I'm sporting the E-11, and I'm, as my good friend Spam would say, the good guys, or the Empire. As you may know from my last video, we got our first big patch and our first little bit of DLC and a patch in January. And it was a little bit of DLC, two new skins, one Luke in his Hoth outfit with his blue lightsaber, his father's lightsaber, and one Han in his badass Hoth outfit. And that right there, see this is a Ralph McQuarrie painting called Jawa Refuge, and that in the distance is actually Dice's recreation of that. That's a little Star Wars like super geek knowledge for you guys, because if you're watching this, you probably are somewhat of a Star Wars super geek like I am. Now in January, what we also got was they took its Tatooine survival map and they took it and added it to the rotation on the smaller maps, basically on Blast, like this game mode, and Heroes versus Villains and Drop Zone and some others, bringing us to about 14 smaller maps. Well, in February and again in March, we got two more big updates coming, and they're going to bring the big maps. Now, also, hopefully, maybe some adjustments. Overall, and this isn't particularly the topic of this video because I actually covered all the changes in my previous video. And if you aren't aware of them all, you should go check it out because it is a huge, the great nerfing, as you call it. I actually think it's been, for the most part, good for the game, although they did overshoot a few things. So when these patches drop in February, March, you can expect them to roll back a few of those changes where they killed a couple. The crossbow felt a little damage and the homing shot are somewhat useless now. That's, again, not the topic of our conversation, so let's move on. Oh, thermal imploder. I love those. The greatest fucking grenade ever made. But anyway, I digress again. So, good stuff coming. In February, we are going to get another big map, a big map on Hoth, and it will support Walker Assault and Supremacy. Not only that, folks, not only that, but they are also going to make Turning Point, the mode that was introduced with the free DLC Battle of Jakku. They're going to make that big mode available across all big mode maps, bringing us to a total of 6 big maps. and then your 14 smaller ones for your smaller game modes, and then your aerials. It will also include an aerial map for Fighter Squadron. And in March, just a month away, we're going to get another big map on Endor, which, by God, is the most beautiful fucking place on the fucking planet. Yes, it fucking is. So, bring us to 7 big multiplayer maps. Plus, they're going to add a new survival map is going to be added in each one of these updates. In the March update, it's a Tatooine survival map, and in the February update, it's a survival map on Hoth. So, 2 new multiplayer maps. That stuff is free. So, we're getting more content. I think we're getting close to really what is fair value for around $60, even though the game right now is selling for like 30, which is an absolute fucking steal for what's going to be 7 big mode maps, 14 smaller maps, plus your aerial maps, and about 6 kick-ass game modes, and 2 game modes that nobody really plays, and about an hour, 2, 3, 4 single-player content. That's just coming. So, let's talk DLC. So, also in March, we're going to get the first bit of actual paid DLC, the stuff from the Season Pass. And the first part pack is called the Star Wars Battlefront Outer Rim. It's going to drop in March, probably around the time of the update. And so, what it's going to feature is, it says, DICE's official release says, fight among the factories of Sullust and battle within Jabba the Hutt's palace on Tatooine. Now, guaranteed to probably get a big map on Sullust, and then Jabba the Hutt map will be a smaller map. But there are some rumors, and let's get into some of the rumors. Now, a rumor was posted that leaked a whole bunch of stuff. It was first leaked on, actually it was leaked on EA's forum site, and then eventually made its way to subreddit, and has since been taken down. It is written in such a way that makes me feel like could be true. It could be complete rumor. It could be a deliberate leak filled with some misinformation. So, one, it's got a release date of March 12th, which is, the dates themselves are somewhat odd. But what it says is that you'll have the factories of Sollust, you have Jabba the Hutt's palace. It says it's going to introduce 2 new game modes will be introduced, along with new weapons and abilities. Now, they have said for some while that new star cards and stuff will be introduced, and new weapons will be introduced into the game. So this is not far-fetched at all. One, it says that one of these new modes is called Invasion, and it's the largest multiplayer mode in the game. It's a 30v30. This is what they claim, and players will fight as rebels or empire, and it will feature walkers and more vehicles than ever before, and it will be available, obviously, across at least this one big new huge map that's going to be released, and you can almost guarantee that it is Sullust. The other one's called Scramble, which is a 12v12, and you fight through the secret passages of Jabba the Hutt's palace, and they'll be introducing new star cards, and you may set traps to fool your enemy. So, that's what the rumor says. Take that for what it's worth. What's not rumor is that the pack is coming. It will feature a big map on Sullust, and it will feature Jabba the Hutt's palace. And very likely it's going to have new star cards and abilities. That's the only thing that can be confirmed, for sure. Now the next one drops this summer. Summer 2016 is the official date, and it's Battlefront Bestman Cloud City. Fuck yes, motherfucker. So fucking happy. It's hunter be hunted in this action-packed experience in Cloud City or Bestman. Now, first off, I personally would like to remind people that from the film, there are shots in the film of Cloud City. Cloud City is actually big enough to have walkers. It's big enough to have these big battles on it. It is huge. It has huge avenues down the middle of it. We just saw the interiors of Cloud City. I mean, even you look at the movies, you see down there, you see trains running through it, all kinds of things. Cloud City is actually a huge city. And so it's perfectly capable to have walkers if they flew up there on wings or whatever. So I assume that Walker Assault's going to be available in this. Now, the rumor's got some additional information. It says it's going to be released in July 17th, 2016. Again, the actual date, like middle of the month, seems right, but the 17th just seems like kind of the wrong date. But let's see. It says 2 new heroes will be introduced, Chewbacca and Lando. All previous heroes will be playable except for Han Solo, because at this time within the Star Wars canon, he's frozen in carbonite. That's what they claim. Okay, so we'll see how that plays out. I'm just so I love the old Battlefront. Bespin the Cloud City maps were my favorite. It's such a gorgeous environment, and it will be very, very different than all the other environments we have in the game. I am super stoked about this. Now, the next one up is the one that most people are super stoked about. And it's not till fall 2016 is the official. The rumor has it slated for November 12th. The official is just basically fall 2016. And that's Battlefront Death Star. That's no moon. Iconic locations. Makes its debut in Star Wars Battlefront. Now, this is going to be interesting. You guarantee there's going to be small mode maps. You guarantee that you'll fight through all these like very familiar Death Star type locations on your smaller modes. What the big mode is going to be like, no fucking clue what that's going to be like. But a lot of people are fucking excited about it, and I'm fucking excited about it too. Now, the last one is Expansion Pack 4, Title 2BA, and that doesn't come until 2017, probably February, March 2017, and more details about it in the coming months. So no details about that, nothing in the leak about that. Everything's just very, very quiet as far as that goes. So we really won't know. That is over a year. They've got a year-long plan for this. They're going to have new maps, and I guarantee there's probably going to be more free maps than what they're saying. So this Battlefront is a game that's going to be around. And I hope you're around, and I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. This is Lucky signing out. Peace.